I only keep up with the Lord and Black China. Period. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It is me, Curly K Glam, and I am here today to give y'all another video. So today we are reviewing episode 2 of Grownish called Dang. And y'all, I'm just gonna say, like, this episode was whack to me. Like, love Grownish, episode was whack. So I'm just gonna start off with the obvious. Aaron is cringy, okay? That whole him hunting down that baby situation and him being all freaked out, he was team entirely too much. Like, he was doing the absolute most. All that he was doing was totally not necessary. Like, Aaron, you seriously don't have any kids. I don't know why this has freaked you out so bad. Worse things have happened. Like, like seriously, like, you're in the next episode, your school loans or whatever episode that is coming. Like, seriously, get over yourself. I'm surprised they even like let him film, or they filmed that cringy him giving that lollipop to their kid. Like, that was just mad awkward. Like, did anybody else not feel awkward watching that? Like, I know this is TV, but still, it's just like the fact that he walked up to that child at the playground and offered him a lollipop because he thought that that was his son. Seriously, Grownish? Y'all couldn't think of anything else funnier or maybe more witty than that? No, not here for it. Let's just say, when they pulled up that clip of all the other times that Zoe was judgmental, I don't think that none of those times were judgmental. Y'all can't sit there and tell me that if y'all would have saw your best friend kissing y'all professor from that glass, y'all wouldn't have went to her and told her that, girl, that is nasty and wrong. Y'all, everybody knew that was nasty and wrong. Like, her being with Paige was nasty and wrong, and I don't care. They definitely hit on Paige not working there, but they definitely didn't talk about what happened to Paige. I need to know what happened to Paige. Did you have to go to academic court? Like, what happened? Okay, they definitely hit on who Nomi's baby father was. Obviously, like, before I even watched the episode, I was watching everybody tweet last night, and I saw that people said that she had a one night stand with the guy, because I remember, like, I knew exactly what scene they were talking about. I remember that day vividly when Zoe sold those shoes on eBay, and she wanted that margaritas and chips real bad, but Luca ordered some sushi, and so she went off and had her own time by herself. That same day, Nomi drugged Zoe about how she let Luca control her life and that she has no leverage in a relationship. She always do what he want to do. She's always making Luca comfortable, blah, 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 blah. But time Zoe has anything to say, like, it's just like World War III. Like, I'm just like, y'all seriously sitting here saying Zoe is judgmental. Now, is Zoe extra? Absolutely. Does she, like, go the extra mile? Like, when she was at the bar and she was yelling at Nomi, that was entirely too far and too much. Like, it was really seriously not that deep. Now, as a friend, if your friend popped up pregnant and told your ex and didn't tell you, would you feel away? I probably would, but would I have addressed it in that manner? Absolutely not. So I can see that would be the reason why Nomi wouldn't tell her. But because she's judgmental, sometimes, to me, people always say, I want real friends. I want friends that's going to keep it 100 with me. I want friends that's going to keep it a bean with me. Then when your friend keep it a bean with you and say something that you don't like, y'all don't want to be friends no more. Or you want to be mad at them and not talk to them for a few days. Seriously. Like, I'm the type of friend, I don't want you to sugarcoat nothing with me. I want you to be absolute 100. Like, keep it real, raw, and funky, because if push comes to shove and I got to learn my lesson the hard way, and all of this could have been avoided, like Amara La Negra say, if you see something happening, save me. Don't let me do anything stupid. I'm the type of friend. I'm not the friend that has to touch the stove and learn a lesson. Like, the stove is hot. I know the stove is hot. I don't have to go nowhere near the stove. I'm not the friend that needs to touch the stove. But I absolutely do think that Zoe did the complete most by yelling at Nomi in the bar. Um, I don't see why. I mean, I could see why Nomi was being weird about it, but honestly, if you were really close with your friends and then you showed up 5 months pregnant and they didn't even have an inkling of a clue, of course, girl, they gonna ask you 100 questions. Who's the baby father? When did y'all meet? How long y'all was together? How long was this incident? Girl, you popped up 5 months whole pregnant, sis. Like, it's not like you have a whole entire fetus in there. Like, sis, like, know me. Now, I thought that there was nothing wrong with the conversation that Zoe and Anna were having with her at the kitchen table when they were talking about the father, but obviously it made Nomi feel uncomfortable. So then there's that. She felt uncomfortable and she left the conversation. If y'all think Zoe is judgmental, what is Sky and Jazz? Because Sky and Jazz literally do not hold their tongue for anything, especially Sky. Like, I was here for Sky, all her commentary. Sky, why you stole all the mints out that bathroom like that? Your whole pocketbook was filled with mint, sis. Like, seriously. Was it that deep? It wasn't. I'm just gonna tell y'all right now, I'm Team Zuka. I'm gonna say it in every episode review. I'm Team Zuka, period. Like, there's no question about it. I think Luca and Zoe deserve each other because they are literally the same person. Do I want Aaron and Zoe together? Absolutely not. I am so not here for Aaron. Like, Aaron is just trash to me. Everybody was like up in arms when they saw Luca kissing Ryan. Now, I cannot lie. I did think that Ryan was gonna be Aaron's love interest. I was not expecting her to be with Luca, but obviously now I hate Jillian. Love Ryan. Hate Jillian because like Zuka. Jillian, I don't think Jillian and Luca are together. I don't know. Honestly, I need to know like how Luca met Jillian, because if you read the bio of the show, it says that Jillian is a transfer student from Spelman. And so they all are from California. So how did Luca cross paths with Jillian over the summer? Because school just started. And he literally just broke up with Zoe 3 months ago. He obviously still loves Zoe because he wouldn't have came to her at her party, which it was her party. He came to her party and said that I was big mad, I loved you, blah, 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 I chased you. Like, why does she need to know all that if you got a new girl, Luca, and you're not, like, totally dedicated to her? Like, seriously. I think that Jillian and Luca are messing around, but I don't think that they're in a relationship. Especially seeing as though, like, if you read the episode summaries, today they just dropped the summary for episode 4. And when I read the episode 4 summary, it's called Thinking About You. That's going to be the name of the episode. It says that Luca sends Zoe a text that sends both of them into a spiral. So, I'm like, why would you send her a text if you still ain't have feelings for her? Obviously, we saw in the promo that Zuka were going to be kissing each other and they were going to have a hot and heavy makeout session. So, I want to know, I saw that, you know, Jillian and Aaron are going to have paths that cross, but I'm interested to see how this whole plot with Zoe and Luca are going to play out. Everybody said that the scene between Zoe and Nomi was heartfelt. A lot of people said that they cried on that scene, and I thought it was a very touching scene. I felt like there did need to be some understanding. Sometimes, like they said, there is a time where you need to be truthful and honest with your friends, and other times there is a time where they just need to be able to come to you, get everything off their chest, and just not say anything. So I thought it was good that, you know, Luca was able to get Zoe to see, you know, that side. Unfortunately, when you're in a friend group like that and people say that to you, it tends to fall on deaf ears. But sometimes, for some reason, it always takes the outside person, i.e. Luca, to tell you, like, sometimes you just need to chill out and just be a listening ear. I was here for all the questioning, like when the girls first sat down and Nomi was like, I knew there were gonna be questions. And Scott was like, "Your pregnant A is pregnant." I was like, "Yeah, girl, she a whole 5 months pregnant." They did show that scene with the pregnancy test. I'm still convinced that there is going to be somebody else this season pregnant. Because those two pregnancy tests are not the same. Also, in that pregnancy scene, they did not show Nomi's feet. So I'm convinced that that was a completely different person on the toilet taking a pregnancy test. I'm interested to see this season if Phil, the donor of Nomi's child, makes a debut on Grownish. I'm sure he won't be like a recurring character or whatever, but I just want to see if he's going to come up. I want to know if Nomi has even told him. They didn't. We haven't found out in these 2 episodes if Nomi has informed the father if he's, a father. But it's definitely interesting to see how this dynamic is going to work. It does remind me of Secret Life, like when Amy found out she was pregnant. I did see Grownish tweet that side-by-side picture of Amy, Jurgens, and Nomi. So I was just like, yeah, it's bringing back, old Secret Life, zhuzh. But it's definitely gonna, I think it's definitely gonna be relatable for women who have had children in college and how they've had to endure college while helping to raise a young child. I'm interested to see how their friendship is going to come together as a village, to see if they're going to help with raising a child, or if I'm sure Nomi is going to finish school. I'm just interested to see how the Grownish writers are going to help to develop this story with Nomi. Nomi being pregnant is definitely one of the more bigger plot lines for junior year, but I'm here to see, how, I don't know if Ryan Destiny is going to become like a series regular like Zoe and all the rest of the cast, but I'm interested to see how they're going to work her character in with the rest of the group, seeing as though they all have these different dynamics going on. And with her being a film student, I'm interested to see how all that's going to play out. If you did read I just want to go over some of the story. So for the next episode is called Close Friends, and it says that Nomi challenges Zoe to try to be friends with Luca after their breakup. Zoe is forced to consider if it's possible to be friends with an ex. Jazz and Doug help Vivek navigate the world of dating apps, which, that's probably going to be like the underlying story of the episode. But I'm interested to see this dynamic between Zoe and Luca, because I don't think they can handle being friends. Also, episode 4 is called Thinking About You, and it says Luca sends off a confusing text to Zoe that has them both spinning. Anna leads the girls around campus on a dorm storm for voter registration, and then Aaron reels after learning about his massive student loan debt. So I think episode 3 might just be another episode like how tonight's episode was, just like kind of like not a filler episode, but kind of like it's a builder. I ain't gonna say it's an episode that's gonna drop tea, but I think it's gonna be one of those builder episodes like tonight is, where they're helping to build the plot versus dropping gems. And then I think episode 4 with Luca sending Zoe the text, I think that's gonna become that's when the story is gonna start developing and things are gonna start happening around episode 4. So we will see, y'all. I know this is kind of short for me, but hey, I didn't really get much out of it. I'm just telling you my thoughts on what I feel like I want to happen here in Grownish. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to like this video and share this video. Leave your comments down below. What do you think is going to happen this season? And what do you think about yesterday's episode? Are y'all here for Ryan Destiny's character? Let me know down below. Are you here for Zuka? Are you here for Zarin? Are you here for what's Joe, not Juka, or what is it, Lillian, or whatever they call Luca and Jillian's couple name? And if you thought Aaron was team too much, drop down below. It's all right. And I will be back with more videos. I'll be back next week with episode 3 review. Deuces.